Conservation Commission meeting July 8th, 2026. Just starting with the first agenda item is Kestrel Boxes by Jonathan Collin, Eagle Scout Project. Jonathan?
And we have a phone.
Yes, we have a form.
Alright, thank you. Feel free to interrupt at any time, but I'm here to submit my proposal for my Eagle Scout project. I'm Jonathan Collins. My project is to build 3 Kestrel houses up in Stephanie's open area. The locations we discussed and chose are on this piece of paper. I'm just gonna write it out. That's alright. It's at the front page. The 3 areas we chose were good because Kestrels need a specific open area to avoid predators. And while there's still bluebird boxes out there, Kestrels have known to hunt them down and like prey on them. So we decided to space them out because they were done. For material, I chose cedar because of its longevity, and we're given that by the American Kestrel Project. That's how we got the design, the choice for using metal poles and a pulley system. The reason we need a pulley system is because every year they need to be emptied, cleaned, and then refilled with either wood shavings or like hay because they don't bring in their own materials when they're nesting. That's the reason we explain that. Pulley system works. It's just like 3 pieces. It's a masthead. So when given the certain key, you can unlock it, lower it, clean it out through the latch that's off by just opening it. And then you can easily remove and clear it. Cedar is good. We said for the longevity, and then we chose certain metal because it's good against weather resistance and the elements. That's mostly it. Is there any questions?
I have a question. Is this the same stuff they use at Pell Farm? They've got a Kestrel box up there.
We don't know if it's the same material, but it's roughly the same. It's not you don't worry. It's awesome. We did go up there and look at it. We did reach out to Grafton. This design, the material, yes, it was. We also did see some bird boxes with using just regular pine, and it was like way worse. It wasn't. It didn't have as much though.
Yeah, I was just curious on that.
But yeah, we were told that cedar is a good opportunity from experience. Yeah, it's most I say. Yeah, Grafton, we did go up there. They're the ones who set up the ones in Pell Farm. We took a close look. We learned from that they would need a predator guard, which can be just as a cone, basically on the pole, or a metal sheath down if we're doing wood. We decided on metal poles and cement to be better because, first of all, it gets rid of the possibility of rotting in the bed, which ruins the whole thing. If we're using metal, we can put it in with cement. We need way less depth and way less cement to hold it up. Yeah, and being hollow, it's also better since animals can't claw their way up and climb it. We're still going to use a predator guard to engrave. Just to engrave. Metal will help us keep the bird box in a better position because it can't be near trees. It needs to be in its open area away from other bird species like bluebirds because they're very territorial. Since they're the smallest hawk species, they will hunt small songbirds.
And questions from.
Did you make that box there?
Yes, we did.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Good job.
Let's pass it around. I see it.
Yeah, we passed it. What's this little
You want to see it?
plastic thing that's at the top here?
Oh, the plastic thing.
Just
That's
like on the look.
yeah. It said on the instructions. It can also just do like a motor drug. It's just to
Yeah.
protect it from.
Yeah.
Else. But basic things of masthead. It's used mainly out of PVC pipe,
Yeah.
wire, and then a garage door. That's what it says on the thing. The pulley runs all the way down. This is how the box moves. It connects, and then it locks there at the bottom. So it's easily accessible from people who have the specific key, and you don't have to go on a ladder 20 feet up to clean it up.
That's how tall it is, 20.
No, it's around 15 to 13 or 15, 12 to 15 feet. The
There were
recommended
bears
height.
over there by Pell Farm.
Bears.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's bears at Where these are going to.
Stephens.
Yes,
One right there.
You said 3 locations, is that?
Not 3 locations, we're building 3 birdhouses and locations is basically, can I borrow the picture? The trail up is called the Bluebird Trail, that's the one we use, it starts all the way down here, and we're basically just walking all the way up it. We looked at it, and we decided these 3 locations would be the best, just they're spaced out in the open. That's like really main fields where they're spaced out, and then they're way better because obviously the bluebirds, there's already bluebird boxes there. We wouldn't want to disturb them.
Did you consider, I guess, at the swamp, on the swamp side under the power line?
Oh, we actually did go over there. We thought that was area first. But no, that's the community garden. That's not technically part of Stephen's open area.
It is open, it is part of there.
Oh, it is.
When we went down there, we got a little, we walked down around there and we did see it was an old, we were a pair of bluebird houses.
There was a
there.
pair of bluebird houses,
I
but
put those up.
yeah, part of it is,
And one of them, the last, it's probably been there at least 10 years, but the last time I checked, I think there was a dead. Was it dead, maybe like a downy woodpecker, there was something in there, and I think the house sparrows. Which from the nearby farm or whatever may have, just killed them.
we did look at it for a good area. We did see the bluebird houses, so if we wanted to intend to space them out from it, it's a lot of marshy area that we couldn't safely transport either 20-foot wooden posts or 15-foot metal bolts.
We might be able to get one in.
If
I mean, the question is, there's a lot of work that's going on there, I mean, replacing.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, they are.
Not now.
Maybe they use one for their cranes or whatever.
Yeah.
They're older.
Maybe they'll do all the work for it.
Well, I'm not seeing kestrels in that area. Yeah,
So it wouldn't be a
On
bad
this
place.
I
side.
think it really would be a good place, maybe relocate this one just on the other side of the road. And, try to keep away from the national grid.
Yeah,
Maybe-
you couldn't put it under the power line.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you want to do that.
And we could remove that, bluebird house or whatever. I mean,
That is true.
Well, so I remember when we looked, there was the line of the 4x4s that they're putting down to support the equipment.
Yeah.
The Bluebird house is sort of on the.
Looking from the
Right side, looking
street,
from the street, there's
way down on the
right
right.
on the right.
Yeah.
But there's also the open area enough on the left too, that
Yeah.
could be, whatever it
It's
is.
probably the better spot up there.
Yeah.
It's just on Elm Street. I've seen kestrels there in years past, and they were nesting in the wood, power line poles that they're currently replacing. And I was like, I think, so my point with that though is there's a pretty good wetland system there, and they'll go after dragonflies, and so it seemed like it was a good spot to have the power line, open area as well as that wetland system, and so I kind of thought that, Stephens and that part may be good too.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're
Some of the ones are
we're certainly open
on the
to.
map where.
Well,
Honestly,
where it is. Yeah.
instead of replacing, one, just do another one. So, like a 4th box down there, like you said, instead of replacing the one here. This was a good location, but it is pretty close, just having it there and there.
Yeah.
So I agree with what you're saying.
What about territory, Tom? Like, are those boxes too close?
I mean, I'm guessing that, I don't know how big of an area that they would use, but I would say they would use one of the boxes and the others, would not be, but it might, give them a choice.
I just don't want to do a lot of work. It looks like it's expensive too.
Yeah, and so the 3 versus 4, maybe,
Yeah.
just keeping it at 3 and.
Maybe just not
Freeze. I think there's a chance they might use the upper field and near the brook.
We definitely will look into switching that to there. It's a good idea. Thank you.
I just don't want you to put up a lot.
Yeah. Thanks.
I have a question.
What about the maintenance? What's your plan for future maintenance?
Future maintenance, we did say, since they don't bring in their own nesting materials, they will need to be put in with. This, kestrels are known to go into like houses and they'll find broken parts of buildings. They'll use the rocks, the dirt and the hay. We're deciding to put in hay, and every year we're gonna use the pulley system so we can easily lower it.
Right, who's gonna do that?
Good idea.
I mean, is this part of a program or you're gonna do it for a couple of years and then
I think
find
it's
somebody else to
part of our program.
do it?
Oh, yeah.
What program is that?
Yeah, we personally put in the latch so it'd be easier getting out when we lower it.
That's a great question, and we'll look at the troop and talk to them, and then.
Well, I didn't know if there was there must be an hour.
That's a great question, I don't think we got that far ahead.
Thought that since he's doing it, that might be an opportunity for him to connect up.
Thank you, that's a good.
Can I ask a silly question? And I'm sorry I didn't come for this, but I'm really intrigued. Why wouldn't you make the bottom come out to empty it that way?
Oh, that's the bottom to come out. We did think of that. We did see many designs. We like this one the best because, well, if there's anything in there, like imagine the birds in there, we're cleaning out.
Oh, that's true. You
If there's eggs, if it's nesting, we obviously wouldn't do it during
Right.
nesting season.
So that way you can see in it.
But there was a design we saw. We did see that, I think the one in Pell Farm, had it open through the bottom. So
I was wondering,
I think it's just a design choice we chose.
So I'm visualizing, you open the bottom. How are you gonna put the materials in there to keep on?
That's a good point.
well, how smart is that? See, this is very late in my day, sorry. Very good idea.
I think you're supposed to feed it through the.
And
It looks good, the box is good.
Yeah, that was a good looking box.
it'll work and it'll leak and
We thought the hardest thing was
Best.
the height, because it's
top
got.
is best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great that you have the.
Yeah, don't just stop.
Any other questions for Jonathan?
Yes, I think he needs to put in a little video camera in there. And then he
A
can,
webcam.
then he can have a series called Kestrel Love Island. And he can.
All right, moving on.
Can I just ask a question? Are you gonna mark with your name and?
Yes, we will. We were thinking we put that on the predator guard. We did see, we saw a sign where it's a column, but it tells farm, since it's wooden pole, it just had a long sheet of metal surrounding it. Engraving on that would be a better idea. We still we haven't made a final decision on that, but we have thought of it.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
How many is this week?
Huh?
You have a team or just
Oh.
parents?
Around our. Not depends. We decided for the main project, we're gonna need between 2 to 4 people, including me. But usually on these things, you'll write your troop, you'll write the town, and you'll write your name, and that's it. You don't need to bring, because it's my ego project, I don't know what they are. I'll take all the credit.
All right, very good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is great.
Check.
People online, is the audio working okay? Can you guys hear?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, good luck.
Yes.
Okay, 7:15, LDP for 49 Mechanic Street, construction of a single family home and an ADU. We have
Do
anybody?
we have Mark Allen here? I think he's joining.
We do.
And I'm-
Good evening. Yeah, Mark Allen, Allen Engineering. And I believe the property owner, Amy Meller, is in the audience as well. Yeah, we're,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
See if we can get there. we go. See Mark. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Wetlands Protection Act and the Town of Upton Stormwater Bylaw. The Upton Conservation Commission will hold the following public hearing on Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. 7:15 p.m. Land disturbance permit filed by Amy Meller for the construction of one house and one barn at 49 Mechanic Street. Great.
All right, Mark.
All right, thank you very much. So Amy Meller has recently cut off a 20-acre parcel of land from her property that was part of 47 Mechanic Street. And if I can share my screen, I think it'll be a little bit easier to kind of go through the whole process here with you, as I'll kind of give you the train of permitting that we've gone through to date. So far, Amy has gotten planning board approval for the lot. She has gotten Board of Health approval for her septic system, and she has applied for an endangered species permit for work within an endangered species zone. And now we are here for a land disturbance permit for the work associated with her single family home with a detached barn with an ADU. And she's also applied for, because the property has a gas line running through it, a transmission access over the driveway over the gas lines. So all of those pieces are in play. She also applied to DPW for a driveway permit for both the relocation of 47 and the new driveway for 49. The project includes about 1.8 acres of land disturbance. We have been careful and environmentally sensitive to the brook, the Warren Brook that is behind the project. All of the wetland areas have been flagged and have been located, and we have purposely designed all of the work to be outside of not only the jurisdictional areas, but also buffer zone areas, so that the work will be, far away from the resources. But because we are over the 1 acre threshold, we're here before you tonight to discuss the land disturbance permit. Part of the application is to provide hydrology analysis of the project. And that was also submitted, where we are going to take all of the rooftop drainage structures and put those into subsurface infiltration systems. So there will be 3 associated with the project, 2 of which will be in the main, for the main house, for the roof leaders, and 1 of which will collect the roof for the barn unit in the back. Amy's also doing a solar project, so we have a future solar array shown here. I don't think she's going to do that right off the bat, but we wanted to include it in any sort of land disturbance permit that we're going to do for you tonight. I think I'll let Mary kind of explain her report, and then I think I have some information on total suspended solids and offering of stormwater checklists that we can also share as well. But that's the project in a nutshell: 1 lot and 1 house with an ADU and a detached structure.
Just add that I have both driveway permits now, so we got everything into there.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I thought, Mark did a really good job. The wetland delineation was done a few years ago. They did not submit a wetland report, but I think in this case it may not be necessary. I did look at the delineation and I thought, wow, the water is really high. It's really close to the flags. But then I realized that it's actually probably beavers. And the wetland flags, I think, is accurate. So that whole area, I don't think it's typically flooded with water. There's typically more emergent vegetation, but it is flooded now. And I didn't actually walk down to where it didn't occur to be beavers until after I left, so I didn't find damp, but I think it's likely there's one. Just another point: Warren Brook is cold water fishery to be aware of, and part of the LDP permit is, even though this is a single family house and for the state stormwater standards, it wouldn't trigger anything. But basically, our town bylaw makes these smaller projects follow the state stormwater standards, so they do need to submit stormwater checklist. So I think Mr. Allen hadn't done that, but I don't think it'll be too hard for him to put that together. And then the total suspended solid removal. I'm actually not even sure with the Coltech system whether that applies, but maybe it does. And then just another question: the bylaw requires calculations done according to the NOAA 14 Atlas. Is that what you used? Mark?
We did, yeah. That was definitely the NOAA 14 Atlas, yes.
Okay.
And I'll
Do you
just
wanna
kind of, yeah, I'll just kind of speak to the 10 checklist items that the state has for stormwater controls. And by all means, I will submit that very easily. The one out of the 10 items, the one that doesn't sort of apply here is total suspended solids. We will remove suspended solids that come off of a roof, but there are no suspended solids that get generated from this type of land use. It's not a parking lot that receives painted lines. It doesn't get de-icing materials. It doesn't get sands and salts. It doesn't get oils from parked cars that, you know, attach to solid particles. So that's just one sort of square peg and round hole kind of situation. So I think I'll just, when I submit the stormwater report, I'll just not say not applicable, but it's not the land use that would require a total suspended solids removal calculation. So yeah, the other items, the illicit discharge statement we can provide, the recharge statement we can provide, the peak attenuation we already provided, no new stormwater, no new wetland alterations we can certify to. So by all means, I will supply that for you tomorrow.
Great. Yeah, and the driveway, all the pavement is not really being, you know, it's just running off onto the land area. But I think, you know, in this situation, it's okay. There's no recharge for the driveway, right?
Yeah, the recharge is going to be captured by the roofs. So the delta that was shown in the hydrology report, the peak rate, you know, pre-rate runoff that's going to enter the stormwater basin, the Warren Brook, is going to be less than what exists today. So even though 1.5 acres of, you know, land will be cleared, the impervious area associated with the two roofs that get infiltrated make up for the runoff that the driveway does collect. But yeah, the driveway itself is it's not a total suspended solids generator. Total suspended solids are basically remnants of tires, brake dust, road paint, asphalt particles, fuel lubricants, microplastics, de-icing, that sort of material that just doesn't get generated from single family homes.
Well, I mean, maybe in a smaller sense. I mean, she may want to put salt on her driveway, for example, or whatever. That may happen in a much smaller sense. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark, could you send us that imagery that you just provided? That looks very interesting.
Absolutely.
Email that to Mary. I haven't seen that before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I kind of, in other towns, I've given this same analogy. It's like, if you like birds and frogs, it's like telling a bird to remove its warts when it doesn't generate warts. But when the frog goes to the doctor and says, can I remove your warts? You can say, yeah, you can remove warts because you have warts.
Thanks.
But yeah, I can send that along to you.
Great. So I think, and I guess I can show you guys a few pictures. Share my screen. Otherwise, this is the gas line which goes through the property, and the driveway will have to cross that, but that's not really our business. And this is the house site, beautiful spot. It's pretty relatively level here, but as you go back, it starts quickly dropping. But we're away from the edge of the hill for the house. This is the barn location. This is the water level as of yesterday. Yes.
We were saying it's always flooded down there, but that's
This is what it was. I was out there in March, and it must have been high then, but this was much lower than what I saw today. Yeah.
Maybe after you can tell Matt, I told you 30 years ago in Sudbury, we had beavers, but when water was coming, it was washing out septic systems. But the law, we had to trap them and move them to Maine. Is it still that way?
No.
Oh, it's here.
So.
It's move them to the reflecting pool.
If you can afford the gas.
So I think the board just needs to consider if a peer review is required for the calculations. In this situation, I don't really recommend it. And then the other thing is whether the board wants to wait until Natural Heritage is done with their review until they issue, but we can just make our conditions contingent upon receiving Natural Heritage, a letter from Natural Heritage. So you guys could decide to close tonight, understanding that Mr. Allen's gonna give us a stormwater checklist. Or you could wait for another review.
What does the commission think? You
I'm
want,
happy to close. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward.
anybody else? Marcella, Shannon?
I'm cool with closing.
Nothing from.
So, closing with this, stipulation that,
Natural Heritage review to be part of, or receiving the Natural Heritage letter to be part of the conditions, and Mr. Allen to provide the state stormwater checklist.
anyone want to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Tom, I.
Sandy.
Shannon, I. Marcella, I.
No,
No,
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah. Chris is an aye.
Okay.
So that's, and I'm not voting because my appointment expired.
So unanimous with the numbers here, I guess.
Actually, the active members.
Active, there you go. Unanimous vote by the active members to the Conservation Commission.
There is some possible way out there.
Apparently, Mike's.
Mike's on it on, this.
Is it just you? I saw something from.
I think it's just, well, it might be
I think it's
others.
just like,
I think it's just me.
I just saw your name.
well, in Kiara.
Yeah, right, Kara, okay.
In the she,
All right, so,
Kiara's here today.
yeah, maybe, let her know she wants to.
all right, so
Okay, thank you very much. Take care.
motion passes.
Good night.
We've got 1 minute. We're gonna notice that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Bye.
By the time we get these guys promoted to panelists. And I don't think it has to be precise because this is a continued hearing.
Okay, so. NOI for 100 Pleasant Street, DPW facility expansion improvements continued from June 24th.
Yep, no public hearing notice for this one. I think we can probably get started.
Yeah.
When they're ready.
Sure. Thank you to the commission and good evening, everyone. My name is Jesse O'Donnell. I am an engineer with Weston and Sampson representing the DPW tonight. And this is pursuant to the new DPW building at 100 Pleasant Street. I'd just like to take a quick few minutes here to recap the last meeting. 2 weeks ago, Weston and Sampson had a brief presentation just to address a couple outstanding items from the commission from the prior meeting. The primary item was how to demarcate the limit of the DPW's work in the rear of the site adjacent to the berm that surrounds the site and essentially protects the vernal pools to the north and to the east of the site. We agreed to set concrete block barriers along the bottom of that existing earthen berm along the rear of the site, and the DPW is amenable to adhering to that condition, and the concrete blocks will be shown on the construction plans for installation to the conservation's satisfaction. So the commission voted to continue at the meeting 2 weeks ago since Weston and Sampson had yet to respond to the 6 minor comments that DEP had on the project pertaining to stormwater. So just to provide the commission an update on that front tonight, Weston and Sampson submitted the response letter to the commission early last week, and we haven't received any formal acknowledgement or response from the DEP to date. So that might be an indication that DEP just simply takes no exceptions to our responses, as they're not obliged to respond, but they could be reviewing the responses And that's currently where that process stands. So prior to the last meeting, we had most of the items buttoned up, and we had buttoned up the remaining concerns and talking points that the commission had at the last meeting, and we were just waiting on DEP. So with that, I'd just like to welcome any questions or comments the commission has with respect to the project. And thank you for your time tonight.
Any questions from members?
Did anybody call DEP?
No.
Well, and that's my question. So does it make sense to continue it or can you close? That's kind of, I'm a little confused here.
I think we could close it and issue the order. DEP has 10 days to, if they don't like it, they can take action at that point after we issue it. They're really upset, or we can give them another 2 weeks, but
Is there a time constraint to close this meeting?
that's up to you guys. Not on our end.
Yeah, if I may jump in, I'm accompanied tonight by JP Parnas at Weston and Sampson, and we have a planning board meeting on the 14th, so next week. We're trying to close as soon as possible because that might be the limiting path here from a timeline perspective. If we were to continue tonight to the July 22nd meeting and close on that meeting, I think we would be just getting by in the nick of time with respect to the intended permitting schedule, but it might be opportune to try to close tonight. I'm just wanted to invite any thoughts from JP. JP, do you have any thoughts as to whether it might make sense just to wait and see if DP has any thoughts for the 22nd?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the how the commission feels about that.
Yeah.
As you say, it's often not unusual that there is no response from DEP, and therefore it's, they've accepted our comments, right?
Right.
That's a little bit unpredictable. You said it was early last week. I don't know how long is it 2 weeks that they usually are allowed?
Yeah, I think as Mary said, it's technically 10 days, I believe. Is that business days, Mary? Do you know if that's business or calendar days? Because we submitted 8 calendar days from today. So I guess
Sure that
technically.
the 10 days applies to the appeal period, so I'm not sure that applies. But one thing it might make sense to continue it, and I can put the conditions together and we'll have them ready for the next meeting because I don't have them ready right now. And then we could just vote on everything at once, and that might.
I'm more comfortable.
So would that be the 22nd?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be fine.
And if DEP happens to respond with any additional responses in the meantime, there were only 6 original comments, and we're confident that we responded in such a manner that would resolve those comments. But if there were 1 or 2 straggling comments that they would consider unresolved for any reason, I think between now and the 22nd, we could work with DEP to resolve those. So I think this is a good plan, and we should be able to realistically aim to close the meeting on the 22nd if the commission is satisfied.
So, motion to continue the meeting? So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Tom,
No.
excuse me. Oh, yeah, all in favor. Tom,
7:45.
No.
Sandy, I.
Chris?
Hey, Chris, you there?
I'm here.
Motion to continue the hearings? Chris?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Marcella, Shannon?
I'm recusing myself. My husband works at the DPW.
Shannon and I.
Okay, so, motion passes. There's 5-4 is.
A majority.
Yeah, by majority and 1 abstained.
Yeah, Lauren will figure it out.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, so, it's, what time, 7:45?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Very good.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good night.
All right, next meeting's not till 7:45, it's 7:36. Do we want to do the administrator's report?
I'll just mainly go through pictures here. This is just a completed project. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. So this is 41 Crockett Road, where, Bill, if you may remember, we had gotten a complaint about lots of trees and all this. And this is what it looks like now. They really did clean it up. I mean, there's still a few logs, but all the junk appears to be gone. So I think that's great. They never responded to me at all, but they cleaned it up. So I was really pleased with that. That looks great. And then as I was looking at them, I looked at the next door property and I thought, well, maybe we should write them a letter about their trailer. It's only one little rinky-dink trailer, but if we're going to be consistent. Although this person actually owns a teeny bit of land on this side, but only 8 feet wide. So I'm sure they might own this little section there. So I don't know if the board wants to vote to send them a letter as well. It is only one trailer, but it is.
Probably
Do
should.
they have their property boundary staked?
Nope. Nope, they don't. So
Is it close? I mean,
it's next door to this other.
I mean, are they attempting to park in the property that they own, the small piece of property that they own?
The small piece is only 8 feet wide, so I'm standing on the road here, so it can't be much further than these trees. I think that they got the trailer way off. I mean, maybe I can just invite the person to just look at.
8 feet into the.
It's a weird, so there's a few houses that own land on the other side of Crockett Road. And this one happens to own a very small sliver.
How deep does it go?
From 8 feet from the road.
8 feet from the road.
Oh, yeah, so you couldn't possibly park a trailer in 8 feet, unless it's a tiny, tiny trailer.
I mean,
Well, you could.
potentially, maybe sideways or something, but the way they have that one parked is clearly not 8 feet on their property.
I mean, unless it's like a trailer for like a little tiny, not even a sailboat, maybe just a jet ski, but even that's gonna be longer than 8 feet.
Yeah, so I think in spirit of fairness, since we gave the other neighbor a hard time, we should.
Yeah.
Write this personal letter too. Even though, I mean, it's really very minor, just one.
Seems like if they own some property there and they're parking their whatever on it and they overhang a little, that's one thing.
That's one thing, but yeah, it appears to be way back. I mean, which I can understand. I want to
Obviously,
people look at it.
out of sight.
Well, they want some
To get
technical.
vandalized.
Yeah, so for the letter. And I believe the wood chips are gone too. I'm not sure, I think they got rid of everything, so that's, unless maybe they're spread along in here, who knows, but anyway, it's not a big. So that was great. Once in a while enforcement works. 28 Hartford Ave North, they did clearing there, it looks very different. Claflin Farm, they got the bound in, and these are the plantings that they were supposed to put in. And they do know they're supposed to stop mowing this area. They're mowing in the 30-foot no disturb, but once she gets the fence up, it'll make it, she's got landscapers. It'll be a little bit more obvious to the landscaper where to know. Just erosion, this project's nearly done. Just roof erosion controls. This is from the DPW visit. Erosion control inspection. All right, so here's 47 Main Street. There have been a number of complaints coming into town hall from the neighbors, complaints about dust, and I don't even know what all. Some of them don't really apply to conservation, but the people are concerned about the site. And so John just asked me to do a site walk with them, just get another set of eyes on it in case people are calling and complaining. And I thought it looked pretty good. He's got it beautiful, nice gravel by the road. There's no dirt getting onto 140 at all. Yeah, I think he's doing it. This part, this was after, okay, this was just yesterday. We actually got 2 and almost 3 inches of rain. And so, but I went in the middle of the day when it had only been 1 inch. So, it seemed like it's draining okay. Things are looking good. He's already got some of these stormwater basins, the edges seeded. There's a little water down there collecting, but he's dug below kind of the whole silt fence line. So I think it would have to be, of course, it'd be interesting to see what it looked like after the extra 2 more inches of rain. I can't really see very well, but because of the neighbor complaints, they installed a fence all along here that's kind of green to blend in. It's, it's nice. It's got a lovely rain gauge station. Can measure its rain.
And how you knew there was an issue?
That's how I knew it was an inch. Yeah.
It does
Do they have
stuff.
certain reporting requirements?
Yeah. So he's been doing the SWIP reports every week or every 2 weeks. And Goddard's coming in once a month and doing a nice little part. I think it is nice to have Goddard come in because they just put another set of eyes on it, and I think it is helpful. And so that's been going on. So it seems, I think it's reasonable. It's not an egregiously bad. I think it's in pretty good shape considering.
They met with the director a couple of times.
Yeah.
And from what I could perceive, the CDA will be extremely responsible.
Yeah, I think it's, and whenever, yeah, and they put in, I think they're doing a good job. It's 10 Mechanic Street, we had asked them to gravel strip along the driveway. This was on that rainy day. I didn't see any puddling or water running across the streets. Of course, it's so dry.
We just went like,
Looked at it.
oh, no.
There it is. I'm on that. All right, and this one, okay, so when I was looking at 3 Centennial Drive, I was looking at the near map imagery. If I can zoom in so you guys can see this. All right, so this is 5 Farm Road, the septic business. So this is a big wetland back here. So this is what it looked like. This is kind of the edge of disturbance in 2023. Again, note this area down here. And then if you look, just this past May, they've added a whole retaining wall on here, which is fine, but I think it probably should have gotten a permit. And I don't know if they've expanded into the wetland or just expanded their parking. I'm not exactly sure where the wetland line was here. They've definitely expanded from where they were. Just let you know.
It looks like they made the driveway wider,
Yeah, they,
the shoulder line, so to speak.
yeah, and it's actually interesting because they used to be storing cars on this peninsula equipment, and that's gone at least.
Show me where.
Over here, trucks or whatever, I don't know what that stuff is. Can you see?
Where is that? That's like down in, on the,
It's I imagine it's upland woods that's next to the wetland. I don't think it.
behind Farm Street or something down there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if we wanna, I think I have this guy's phone number, reach out and ask him to file or ask for a site visit. Or maybe you guys have worked with him.
See any violations?
I think he installed all this stuff without getting at least a permit. I think it may have been permittable, but he should have gone through us because he's right on the wetland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he should get a letter.
Yeah.
Whatever you think is best. They're gonna build down there, yeah.
Yeah.
My concern with that site when they do build is, there's no place to store materials. There's no place for equipment to move around, back around,
It's a small
it's gonna
site.
be
It's
really tough, really tight. For the workers. out there. More for excavators and stuff.
Yeah. All right, and I tried to take a picture of it from, this is not on the property. You can see the wall, the trees kind of blocking the wetland area. They are storing a bunch of equipment down right next to the wetland too. It's not the greatest, it's not in the world.
That's like a neighbor, isn't it? That's not. Are
This-
this the people that own the project?
This is a neighbor to Three Centennial Court.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
one of the neighbors.
Yeah, so I was looking at it because I just saw this because I was looking at the real imagery, but looking at Three Centennial.
Grants septic clean, right?
Yeah. So that's that one. And there will be, the Collins that were in earlier for the Eastern project, they have a order of conditions that needs closing out, which we discovered when they were in here. And, I did a site visit and he's getting ready to install bounds. It looks really good. They had cut a bunch of trees down, you may remember.
A while ago,
Yeah,
out there.
2017, I think. It looks a lot better. They put fruit trees in up top, looks great. And this is kind of below on the bank. It's really well coming in, a ton of oak trees. It looks really
Drops down hard too.
very, very steep, but it's all very stable. So he's gonna put bounds and he's got a fence. And he did have a question, actually. I wonder if I can pull this up.
Very sandy, I remember going down. It was a big washout.
Yeah, so. So we measured out the location for the 3 bounds. He has a fenced in yard, okay? Because of the pool and stuff. The fence goes really close to the bounds. It's way down the hill. So these 2 bounds are just close to the fence, which is fine, but this one here, if he puts it 65 feet off, which is what Dave Picard had said, it's gonna be inside the fence area. And what I told him, we could probably move it back, I think it was like 10 feet to be outside the fence area. Do you guys agree that that's appropriate?
I don't have an issue with that.
It seemed like I would hate to ask them to move their fence, and since it was pretty far away anyway, just have that one, we just make sure that it's noted on the plan. I can- It's already time. That's pretty much it.
Anything else, Mary?
That's it.
We just got a couple more we can do, if not, we'll move on to the RDA.
Let's just go ahead and do the RDA.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, all right, we have a 7:45, we have an RDA for 23 Forest Street, repair of a septic system.
All right, so notice is hereby given in accordance with the Wetlands Protection Act and the Town of Upton Stormwater Bylaw that the Upton Conservation Commission will hold the following public hearing on Wednesday, July 8th at 7:45 p.m. A request for determination of applicability filed by Drew Jacobs for the repair of the septic system at 23 Forest Street. I believe we have Grace representing the applicant.
Yes, hello. I'm Grace, from Civil Site Engineering, and I'm representing the applicant today. Do you want me to share my screen to like the plan for you guys? Yeah, okay.
That'd be great.
Well, it will not let me zoom in, but can you guys see my mouse?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, perfect. So here is the wetland line, and then we are submitting an RDA for a septic repair. Here is the new leach field, and the septic tank is over here. Everything is outside the 30-foot no build, And the closest part of the repair is 40 feet away from the wetland line. The reason why that we have the location where it is, the existing septic tank and leach field is right here in the front yard. Up here, there is a steep drop and there's ledge, so unfortunately that was not an option. So we were trying to keep it as minimal disturbance as possible and as far away as possible. Of course, we'll be using straw wattle as our erosion control. Erosion control will be set up before any construction. And this is an intermittent stream. I don't know if I mentioned that. And this is off of Forest Road or Forest Street.
Yeah, so I looked at the wetland delineation and it looked fine. I think the only question that commission may want to consider is whether or not to install mounds and where they should go. There is an existing retaining wall on site, which is closer to the wetland than 30 feet. I think 30 feet kind of runs near that retaining wall. The retaining wall itself actually is kind of in crummy shape. I don't know if a new homeowner will want to replace it. They might want to or get rid of it. So I think that's kind of it. I don't know how to deal with that because we don't know who's going to buy the house probably.
So is the house for sale?
Is the house going to be for sale or?
I know it's an older couple that's repairing it. I don't know if they intend to sell it or to keep it in their family.
Okay, great. So we just don't know what's going to happen with that retaining wall. That makes it a little bit tricky.
Where is this? What's the address?
3 Forest. Off Hopkinton Road. I can share pictures once I find. This is kind of the rear of the house with the wetland on the right. Yeah. So here's a retaining wall. I mean, it's okay, but it has some really big cracks on it and there's trees kind of growing right in it.
This has been there for a while.
It's been there for a while. Yeah.
So the wetland is to the left.
And the wetland is to the left. This is, I think, the closest point of the retaining wall to the wetland, probably about 25 feet. I'm not sure. It's relatively close to the wetland. Beautiful wetland back there. A little bit of emergent stuff in there. This is kind of another section. The septic is going up here again, the retaining wall.
Sense to put the bounds along the retaining wall.
Yeah, we could put bounds along either the top of the retaining wall or the bottom. Maybe it's more sense to put along the bottom.
I mean, it's been there for a while, right? So
Yeah. And then, I mean, ideally, if they replace that retaining wall, they would pull it, leave it at 30 feet. I don't know that we can condition that. This is a determination, so we can't really, I don't know that we can really condition it that way. We can do some conditions, but it wouldn't be recorded. So. So here's a 30-foot no disturb line. It kind of, the wall is kind of just outside it a lot. There's the one corner dumps this way in. But for the most part, the law kind of follows it.
And it's been there for a long time.
It's been there for a long time. And it is a very, one thing that's interesting about this lot is they basically have no lawn. It's because mainly all trees with some plantings, you know, it's been landscaped a little bit. It's very, very forested lot, so. So could say bounds, yeah.
So they're gonna have to do a good amount of clearing to get the septic.
Well, the septic is going up.
Up there, the septic's not.
It's pretty, it's kind of part of the drive, near the driveway, so there's a little open spot there.
Yeah, the septic, there's like a couple of trees that are right here, but it's the best place for it. Like the tree line is like right around the whole yard.
Yeah,
So is the only concern whether we should?
yeah. Where? Yeah, that's the concern. So I think maybe we could just decide we can put one bound maybe here, one at that inside corner, and then one up here somewhere. And
No, if somebody were to decide they want to repair retaining, would they have to come in for get a permit?
they would have to come in actually, yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm good with putting bounds,
okay.
as you just mentioned. Any members, any
No.
questions, concerns?
Great. 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 Very good.
All right, so we vote on it? or-
Vote to issue a negative determination of applicability, yes, with the issue positive 2A for the wetland line, negative 3 for the rest of it.
Say all in favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Ellen,
Ann and I.
Marcella, I.
Chris? Right.
Chris, you there?
You hear?
Grace, do you think you could,
Chris, you there?
Yeah.
Did you hear what was going on? So
How do you vote?
how did you vote? Are you voting? Okay.
Okay. All right. Motion passes. And the majority of the members present. We're active. All right, so we're all set with that then, is that?
yeah, Grace, do you think you could put a few bounds on your plan, so we could have an updated plan? That'd be nice.
Yep, we can do that.
Did you kind of see where I thought they should go, like below the wall? Like maybe 1 and then 2, 3, like just behind the house. I think that'd
Yep,
be
Sounds
great.
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Grace.
All right, and our next hearing is asked for a continuance.
Okay.
And he didn't even tell me the date, so I guess. Lauren, do you have an idea of when 130 South Street might want to continue to, just from your planning board knowledge?
I believe that they're on for not this upcoming planning board meeting, and then they're skipping the second July meeting, so I think that they're on for the first meeting in August. So I would maybe continue to 2 meetings from now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't even know what the first meeting in August is.
A motion to continue this?
Mhm. First meeting in August, which. Second.
All in favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Ellen, I.
Ann and I.
Marcella, I.
Motion passes. Majority of the members present. Another misspelling. All right, so that's all we had. So I guess back to administrative report, meeting minutes, signing of documents.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Lauren, I'm done with mine.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I had sent around the meeting minutes. Did anyone have any comments or changes on those?
Good.
All right, My Wi-Fi is a little slow, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull this up fast enough.
Need to pause Netflix.
All right, so that was just like 73 Crockett, 28 Hartford Ave. And then 75 Elm Street again. Yeah. So if there are no comments, then we need a motion to approve.
So moved. All in favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Eleanor.
And I.
Marcella, I.
Chris was an aye. Motion passes. Unanimous vote of the commission. Do we have documents to sign there?
We do have 3 vouchers. I just have to pull them all up. So the first one is for fiscal year 26 still, and that's some reimbursements. I think 1 reimbursement to Marcella and then a bunch of Koopman's expenses. And then a legal ad as well. And so that total is just about 1,300. And then the second one is for fiscal year 27, and that is a membership to the Massachusetts Society of Municipal Conservation Professionals for $50. And then the last one is just to pay for postage for sending out a COC.
We just need 1 signature on all of them. Yeah.
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah. His boss.
No, the boss, sure, the boss.
Chairman of the day.
These ones can go around.
This.
I'm also sending around 49 mechanic and 23 forest that we just did.
And just as long as you're talking about expenses, Nearmap has billed us for our subscription. Lauren offered to prepare the voucher for all 3 of the organizations that share it. Do you have an amount for the?
I don't have the voucher ready yet, but I can share the invoice, and then if it's approved, I can just use Chris's stamp. Well, I'm not sure who would sign that, because it would be for assessor's office, conservation, and DPW.
Honestly, whoever prepares it gets to sign it.
Looks like you, Lauren.
You're your boss.
Yeah.
Issue these 2 weeks from now. With the
All right, so that was.
I'll pass unless you really. When
I need 4.
you need 4 and.
I guess I could use Chris's stamp. I'll use Chris's stamp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right in my wife.
The Nearmap invoice was for 9,984, and so I think that's just over 3,300 each. Yeah, $3,328.31 across 3 departments. And then I think I'm still sharing the balance sheet. Can you all see that? This is where we're at as of today. There's still a few thousand in deposits that are missing that haven't been updated since the end of May. I think that mainly affects the wetland bylaw fund. So those are shown on this balance sheet, but they're not in Vadar yet. So I haven't fully confirmed that these are where we're actually ending fiscal year 26. But this is what we have so far. And then the intern payrolls, including some from last summer that made it into this fiscal year.
Can I ask a question about the conservation fund? Did the $5,000 from the town meeting? When does that get added and why do we have revenue with 3.6? Where's that from?
That was what's the word? Why can't I think of it? Interest.
Interest?
Yeah, so it gets a little confusing for me with that one because there are multiple accounts. I think there's like an interest account, and so I added that in because there was like an added payment that I was confused about. And then I'm pretty sure that is including the 5,000 from last year. I think that gets added. I think it's supposed to be like right away as soon as it's approved. town meeting unless they specify that it's for the start of fiscal year 27.
I think it usually comes on next, so like, Lauren, this is your end of last year, basically. We don't really have anything 2027, right? So it would
Yeah.
show up. But it may take him a while to do it
So,
in our.
so it's not there, the 5Ks in there.
I
check
don't
on
think the new 5,000 is in yet. So I think we should have like 17,000 for fiscal year 27. I think I'll check on that maybe in like a week just to be sure that it's been transferred over for the start of the new fiscal year if it wasn't already.
It might take a while just to close out I have a feeling it takes him like a month, I feel like, to close out the old year and get started. It might take him a while to do it.
Yeah, and I haven't checked on that account in a while because nothing's really happened. But I will make a note to look at that.
Been known to get lost.
All right. That's all from me. And do we want to approve the near map payment? And then I'll just make a voucher tomorrow and submit that.
Motion to approve the payment. Do we need to make a motion on that? Or do we just, I don't,
I assume so.
okay, motion to approve the near map payment.
Second,
Someone's gonna first it.
first it.
And Lauren, did that come out of the expense account last year? Do you remember where we pulled it from?
Oh, should come out of the wetland, one of the wetlands.
The pilot, one of the wetland funds.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably one of the wetlands accounts.
It's being used for regulatory purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check with whatever it was last year. Just do that same account.
We need a second.
Ann and I.
Chris second. Okay, all favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Ann and I.
Marcella, I.
Just said I.
Yep, unanimous for the members present.
All right, and then sorry, I forgot. Were the rest of the vouchers voted on? They were signed, but was there a motion? I might have missed it.
Okay, you better go ahead and just do it. Okay.
Motion to approve the vouchers.
So moved.
Okay. All in favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Eleanor.
Ann and I.
Marcella, I.
Vote passes and unanimous vote of the members present.
All right, that's all from me. Thanks.
Okay, open space committee update,
Nothing today, nothing today.
land stewardship committee update.
Not too much. I mean, our interns have been busy. Maybe Mary should give a better update to me, but they've been cleaning up Forest Heights quite a bit. There's a whole bunch of glass you've been finding on the frontage lot. They have a big pile there, and some other metal waste and things. So they've been working on that, and they've been installing signs. And I think they're ready to install some more signs, right, when they get their dig safe
Yeah, I think
approvals.
they got.
Yeah.
So big things come through.
Yeah.
Why is Mary approving digs? I have to dig signs.
So I did talk to Mr. Howarth. This is about the Howarth Glen boardwalk work. He declined to give us permission to access through his property. He was concerned about liability. So I'm going to ask the other butter to see if we have to get into there. The other thing, I talked to Mr. Howarth for a while, and I asked him about my favorite topic, it's that old mica quarry. And it turns out Dick did know about it, and he believes it was from actually a World War II era quarry, so which is what we suspect.
Where is it, Mike?
It's on Forest Heights.
Okay.
At the top of the hill, where the car path is.
I'll take a hike up it.
Yeah.
I think we were up there once, weren't we? Didn't you find it 100 years ago?
not me. I think, most recently it was just rediscovered by Marcella and Kathy Taylor.
Yeah.
Late last year.
And then we were up there. We were
Oh,
up-
yeah, then a month later, so a whole bunch of us were up there and took pictures. You guessed it.
Mike, did you want to talk about the notice that we got, that last year Chip got about the ATV use?
Yes, thanks. We got an email and I think I sent around to the commission. Lance Suchip got an email from someone from Gus Pond subdivision, I think it was 20 Gus Pond. About motorbikes on the he didn't say for sure it was on the town property, but it was on the trail that Corps of Engineers has there. Basically, that trail goes along their boundary, their property boundary along the West River. And this person was concerned about erosion and maybe even the fire risk from the exhaust from the motorbikes. It got me thinking again about that bridge across the West River that we talked about a few months ago. I personally would like to ask the Corps of Engineers to remove that thing, because I think a lot of this activity is probably coming in from the other side of the river. Just remember, we looked at some imagery, and there's a whole bunch of disturbed, area on the other side of the river. Looks like this is disturbed by off-road vehicles type activity. I suspect those folks just built the bridge so they could have access to the other side of the river for themselves. And if they're going up along the Corps trail there, I'd be surprised if they weren't also coming into Goss Pond, the town land.
You know if they're encroaching in the area where the proposed solar farm is?
It could be, I don't know for sure, but. So anyway, what I did after I got this is I tried to get hold of West Hill Dam just to see if they knew about this bridge. And I tried calling West Hill Dam, their phone numbers on the internet, and it didn't work. I got a message saying
Just doesn't work.
it doesn't, basically. So then I called, left a message with the operations folks in Concord for the Corps of Engineers. And asking for the phone number for West Hill. So, that's a story, but I did want to ask you guys, do you want to have any further thoughts on that bridge at this point?
I'm okay with asking the Corps if they are
Yeah.
interested in removing it,
It's not on our property, right?
No, it's on the Corps property, but you can make the case they needed a permit for.
I'm okay with asking them for.
When you take it down, what are they gonna do then to get across?
They won't.
Oh,
Yeah, if we, it's not about telling them, they're probably gonna go. It's okay.
Still jet ski there. across.
I don't think we should take down.
Oh, no, we should not. So now,
I'm concerned it's the erosion on the top of the trail.
Yeah, it's not, but it's on record land. So, but I think it's a good idea to talk to them.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So, there's consensus, I will have to talk to the Corps about it, and let you guys know. I won't demand food, but I'll just ask them if they know about it. You know that we have a problem.
And they may have a problem with ATVs all over that property also. Sure.
I did look at their rules, they allow class 1 e-bikes, but they didn't say anything about anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Fireline range?
Well, we will,
Let's get that up
let's
soon.
get to that.
Okay.
Let's just go through what we have here.
Unless Marcella has something.
Nope.
Nothing else from land stewardship, anything else? Marcel? You said, okay, so we're good. Thanks.
Okay, so, discussion item, special conditions, East Street. Lot 1311-0851.
Yeah, I sent those around like maybe a week ago, and I got comments from Mike, which I haven't really had a chance to look at, but as long as nobody has any comments, I'll incorporate yours, Mike, and
Take a look at it.
issue them.
All right, then the land disturbance
It's-
permit conditions, East Street Lot
Yeah,
2.
it's the same. Yeah.
Okay. Review meeting schedule. What is your review meeting schedule through December?
Just shoot my screen. All right, so just every 6 months I put together a new meeting schedule. And what we noticed for this year is that for the second meeting in November is again the day before Thanksgiving. So
Next setup.
nix that one. And then in December, the past few years, the second meeting in December has been a really bad day to like either the 24th or this year it's on the 23rd. That's probably okay. You guys want to keep that one? Just wanted, of course, we might, if we have nothing on the agenda, we can reconsider later. But
Let's just keep it if we have.
Yeah.
to.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. That I just wanted to. That the rest of it looks, I think it's fine. This is fine.
Okay, and then as far as heights update.
Yeah, I should probably pull that off the agenda.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think we're good. Well, the only other update is, I did, email town manager and, I haven't seen the agenda yet, but the select board may have a line item at their next meeting to transfer care custody control to the commission format.
Excellent.
So the conservation area after that stuff.
Okay. Any additional items we'd like to discuss?
We have a peer review quote for Centennial. It just needs to be signed. I don't know what you guys, it's like $3,800, almost $3,800 for the review. So just I had I hadn't heard anything from the applicant. I did email him the quote as well. He had, after the last meeting, he's like had emailed back and forth with me. He wasn't very happy with the peer review and wanted to know why, and explained it to him, and I think he's accepting of it. We haven't seen the cost yet though. So, but I think we should just go ahead and sign it and get this done. So I think we only need one signature for Tommy. But I think we may need to vote. Might be a good idea to vote to
Accept it.
accept the proposal.
To
Yeah,
accept the proposal from Stantec Consulting for the peer review
3 Centennial Court.
of 3 Centennial Court. So moved.
Second,
All in favor, Tom, I.
Sandy, I.
Ellen, I.
And I.
Marcella, I.
Motion passes unanimous from the commission members in attendance.
In case like that, you have to does he have to make a deposit?
Yeah, he has to give us the cash anyways.
You want to put a date on it?
Yeah, go ahead. And then the other thing is we had an email about shooting range.
Those additional issues to discuss.
Yes,
So you want to,
I don't, it seems like it's pretty much taken
all
care
right,
of.
someone said someone had.
Yeah, Dorothy, it just reminded me. Just reminded me that there is some open space there that has never been transferred to the town.
Oh, and Azalea.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I mean, Azalea, the road was accepted by the town, right? I think
Yes.
at some point at town meeting, but the open space never was, and maybe that's something we gotta track and just get that finally. And then I'm wondering if they're shooting into the open space.
right, so this was at 5 Azalea, and it's actually a full 500 feet from the river. It's pretty far away.
You know how far this is from? Can you call?
The person who was complaining was at 196 West Road, sort of. the backyard.
Yeah, I didn't actually look up where that person.
Yeah, just right around the corner, based on West River.
Do you guys want to look at it from your map?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes.
And it should show the open space parcel line. It just has never been transferred.
So what are we looking at? Like, this, we're not,
Well, I'm just curious how. Just where Five Azalea is, and if they're shooting into the open space.
Well, the letter,
I would
the
assume-
letter did bring up conservation in terms of lead in the bullets and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That was the,
yeah, so the shooting range, there are rules for shooting ranges, like. You
I
can't
think he's
just
too
have a
close.
shooting range, you have to get permitted to do it. So
Yeah, this is like a
That's why-
private, this is a private person.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
and you can actually, I think you can see it. I think it's this like tires. I imagine that's it.
Yeah, that's probably a burn.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
So this is 5 Azalea here. I don't, the butter must be one of these guys.
Yeah, the one with the pool.
This one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he's pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, he's gotta be 500 feet
He's not.
minimum unless you have.
West, and then the open space is.
So that's two.
Those lots are really deep, those, so the open space is.
Yeah.
Open space, is that this parcel?
No, it's on the other side. It's the entrance to it, it is right here.
So this, it
So
says
this is,
parcel here.
yeah, but you know what, actually, it does.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, it would be shooting through the other person's property as well to get to it.
Yeah, so it's not super close. It's actually pretty close to Melody Night. She
Yeah.
would want that there.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, we don't do shooting ranges.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think they should.
Yeah, that's an issue for
Police.
other people,
Yeah,
not us.
yeah.
How did he think he wasn't gonna be noticed?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Just
just
up
three
there,
bit yard.
really.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was there last year. No, it's very new.
All
It
right.
wasn't there a year ago.
Interesting.
Any other issues? All right, I guess, nothing else.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Tom.
Right, thanks.
Oh, thank you, Chris. You need to get back here soon, Chris.
Yeah.